We get asked this all the time. How do free entry routes actually work with online prize competitions, and do they really matter in the UK? And if you are watching this because you run a competition site or you are thinking about launching one, this is not just a technical detail. This is one of those things that can either protect your business or cause serious issues later on. Short answer, yes. Free entry routes absolutely matter. And when they are done properly, they are one of the main reasons a prize competition can operate legally in the UK. So let's slow it down and talk through this properly. The whole reason a free entry route exists is to make sure a competition is not based purely on people paying to enter. In the UK, as soon as something starts to rely purely on payment, it starts to look like a lottery. And lotteries are regulated very differently. Most of the time, they need a license, and competition businesses aren't really set up for that. A genuine free entry route gives people a real way to take part without paying. And that one detail changes how the law looks at the competition as a whole. Now, this is where a lot of people misunderstand it. A free entry route is not meant to be a loophole. It's not something you add at the end just to say it exists. If you are building a competition website and thinking we'll sort the free entry bit later, that's usually where things start to go wrong. It needs to be built into the structure from day one. Another big point, and this is something we see all the time, is visibility. So if someone lands on your website and they want to enter for free, they should be able to work out how to do it simply without going through loads of small print. If the free entry route's buried deep in terms and conditions or hidden behind vague wording, that is a huge red flag. Regulators and payment providers look at this really closely. And when we say free, we really do mean free. No entry fees, no premium rate phone numbers, no long unnecessary processes that are designed to put people off. If the free entry route is technically free, but it's designed so awkwardly that no one can use it, that's where the problem is. It needs to be a genuine option, not just one that exists on paper. Another thing people often overlook is how free entries are treated once they come in. Free entries must go in the same draw as paid entries at the same time with the same chance of winning. They should not be delayed. They should not be capped unfairly, and they should not be excluded from certain prizes. From the outside, paid and free entries should be treated exactly the same. Where a lot of competition sites get this wrong is treating the free entry route as a technicality. It gets added and nobody really thinks about how it works in practice, how it is explained, or how it fits into the overall flow of the site. Those small details matter more than people realize. And this is why free entry routes are not just about legality, they are also about trust. When people can clearly see how a competition works, how entries are handled, and that everything is fair, they are way more comfortable taking part. However, on the flip side, when things are unclear or they're a little bit hidden, this is when complaints start. Payment providers get nervous and platforms start asking questions. If you're watching this and thinking about launching a competition site, my advice is simple. Do not treat free entry routes as an afterthought. Get them right early, build them properly, and make them clear. And if you're already running a competition site, it's worth taking a step back and asking yourself, is our free entry route genuinely clear, genuinely free, and genuinely fair? If the answer is not a confident yes, this is something you should look at sooner rather than later. And just to be clear about where we fit into all of this, we do not just talk about competition sites, we build them as well. We design and structure UK competition sites for real businesses, making sure things like free entry routes, compliance, and fairness are handled properly from the start, not patched in later. So if you're watching this and thinking about launching a competition website, or you are unsure whether yours is set up correctly, this is exactly the thing we can help with. We have more videos on this channel where we break down how competition websites in the UK stay legal, how compliance works in practice, and how these sites should actually be structured.